common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard. He's dropped it to 23.
Here we go. 36 on this drive. 38.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now play fake. Lance. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to have it on first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. He got 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. First down, here's Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And it'll be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Corral going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Runs over. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. On second down, it's Walker. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th down. Corral. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tanner Muse with it. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Mitchell. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shot, 17.
Another run with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing forward in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Room here to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Anthony Schwartz from 13 yards out. And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Corral sets up play action. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the handoff, Mitchell. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They'll get 17 on that one. The Niners have a first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
52 blasters. Red cycle.
Shotgun now for Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go now.
Lance going to sneak it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Corral. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Corral. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And a nice return. Good here right at the 30-yard line. A final shot before the half for Corral. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line. And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the line. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corral looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago. And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mitchell. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. An 18-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, Corral. And that will be incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10. Now Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Play action. Now it's Lance. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Mitchell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent. Corral lost it. The ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from it. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, 33 yards. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Off play action. Here's Corral. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 51 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On third down, Corral.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Corral, another throw coming.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And that is is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set
at the 34.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense.
12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but
and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The first down throw here for Corral. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on,
no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Black Ultra. Yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top.